In the digital age, where information spreads like wildfire, it's easy to get caught up in captivating narratives, especially those promising hope and healing. Belle Gibson, a young Australian woman, crafted just such a narrative. She claimed to have cured her terminal brain cancer through diet and alternative therapies. Gibson's story resonated deeply with a public increasingly skeptical of conventional medicine and drawn to holistic wellness. Gibson's message of empowerment through healthy living struck a chord. She amassed a huge following on social media, eager to embrace her recipes and lifestyle advice. Her app, The Whole Pantry, became a massive success, downloaded by millions worldwide. This led to a lucrative book deal, further solidifying her status as a wellness guru. The media couldn't get enough of her inspiring story. Gibson's influence reached new heights when tech giant Apple partnered with her, featuring the Whole Pantry app on their Apple Watch launch. She was lauded as a visionary, an example of the power of individual will. Her story seemed to prove that even in the face of devastating illness, one could take control and heal naturally. People were captivated by her journey, finding solace and inspiration in her message of hope. However, beneath the veneer of this picture-perfect wellness empire lay a deeply disturbing truth. Gibson's claims of curing her cancer were entirely fabricated. There was no miraculous recovery, no triumph over adversity. The truth, as it often does, had a way of revealing itself, and the unraveling of Gibson's deception would send shockwaves through the wellness community and beyond. As Gibson's fame grew, so did the scrutiny surrounding her story. Journalists and skeptical members of the public began to raise questions about the veracity of her claims. Inconsistencies in her accounts of her illness and supposed recovery started to emerge. Medical professionals expressed doubt, pointing out the lack of scientific evidence to support her claims. Despite the mounting skepticism, Gibson remained steadfast in her assertions. She deflected questions, claiming privacy and accusing critics of negativity. Her devoted followers, deeply invested in her narrative, came to her defense, dismissing the doubters as jealous detractors. The power of belief, it seemed, could be blinding. However, the truth has a way of surfacing, no matter how deeply buried. Two investigative journalists, Bo Donnelly and Nick Toscano, from The Age and the Sydney Morning Herald respectively, refused to let go of the inconsistencies in Gibson's story. Driven by a commitment to uncovering the truth, they embarked on a meticulous investigation that would expose one of the most audacious deceptions in recent memory. Donnelly and Toscano's investigation was thorough and relentless. They delved into Gibson's background, meticulously piecing together timelines and scrutinizing her public statements. They interviewed medical professionals, analyzed medical records, and spoke to former friends and associates of Gibson. Their investigation left no stone unturned. Their efforts paid off. In 2015, The Age and the Sydney Morning Herald published a series of explosive articles exposing Gibson's claims as a complete fabrication. They revealed that she had never been diagnosed with terminal brain cancer and had never undergone the treatments she claimed to have received. The evidence was irrefutable. The world watched in astonishment as Gibson's carefully constructed facade crumbled before their eyes. The public outrage was palpable. Gibson, once a revered wellness guru, was now exposed as a fraud. Her followers, many of whom had been deeply moved and inspired by her story, felt betrayed and angry. The media, which had once lauded her, now turned on her, eager to dissect the scandal and hold her accountable. The fallout from Gibson's deception was swift and severe. She was subjected to widespread condemnation, facing legal action and a barrage of criticism from the public, the media, and the medical community. Her app was removed from app stores, her book deal was cancelled, and her partnership with Apple dissolved. The wellness empire she had built on lies lay in ruins. In 2017, Gibson was fined $410,000 by the Federal Court of Australia for misleading and deceptive conduct. The court found that she had exploited the goodwill and vulnerability of cancer patients for personal gain. Her story serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of medical quackery and the importance of critical thinking in the digital age. The Belle Gibson saga is a cautionary tale about the seductive power of a good story, the allure of quick fixes, and the dangers of blindly following charismatic figures online. It highlights the importance of skepticism, the need for reliable sources of information, and the responsibility we all have to critically evaluate claims, especially when it comes to our health.